Good evening, everyone, and welcome to each and every one of you who are joining us physically and virtually to the Excellence Awards for the year 2021. It is the most awaited and the final event of the Imperial calendar for the year 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, the categories are CSR Awards, Honor Roll Awards, Dazzle Awards, and the Digital Scholarship Awards, along with the Student of the Year Award for the year 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, warm welcome to Excellence Awards for the year 2021, proudly presented to you by Imperial College of Business Studies. Ladies and gentlemen, without a further ado, it is my pleasure, privilege, and honor to welcome, to invite the Director, Academics, Imperial College of Business Studies, Sri Lanka, Mr. Praveen Rajaratnam, to formally welcome you all to the Excellence Awards for the year 2021.
Good afternoon and a warm welcome once again to everyone who's here physically as well as who are joining us virtually. It's fantastic to be able to have an event once again after quite a while. So it's a chance for us to celebrate the success of all of our students. We don't really have to wait up until graduations to celebrate this. So this is an annual event that we hope to conduct, and it's in celebration of our students' achievements, both academic as well as all other achievements. So our focus is truly on ensuring that we create all-rounders, we create graduates who are work ready, and that doesn't necessarily mean they're just bookworms. So it's a fantastic opportunity. It's a good platform for us to highlight certain individuals who've done fantastically well, where we've got certain categories, for example, the CSR, where instead of us focusing on ourselves for a change, we've had our students focusing on others, giving back to others. So it's a fantastic platform where we get to reward some of these individuals, together with also highlight some of the shining stars with all of their other performances. And finally, the scholarships. We've got a few deserving individuals whom we roll out scholarships to every year. So this is again going to be a platform where we get to reward these students with scholarships so that they can continue their further education. So look forward to a fantastic event. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That was the Director, Academics, Imperial College of Business Studies, Sri Lanka, Mr. Praveen Rajaratnam. Ladies and gentlemen, and now let's take a look at the 5 categories. And the first category is Ladies and gentlemen, CSR Project of the Year for the year 2021. Imperial College of Business Studies, Kandy Branch is known for creating all-rounders, covering academics, sports, and extracurricular activities. Students who graduate from Imperial College of Business Studies and enter the corporate world are known for all-rounders, for being all-rounders. CSR project, me personally being a part of the first CSR group back in 2012, I personally experienced how hard the teams work in raising funds to getting projects alongside, to develop budgets, to execute them, to come up with a fantastic initiative to benefit the society has become successful and has evolved over the years. It's going to be 10 years for CSR. So ladies and gentlemen, this year we have 4 teams competing for the CSR Award of the Year. Starting off, without taking much time, let's start off with the first team to present their case, rather their project. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Team Go Solo.
Can we have the slides, please? Good evening, everyone. I'm Uzna Laksana, and I'm the treasurer of Gosala team. So I welcome the panel of judges, the lecturers, and the management of Imperial College, and the colleagues and all who have joined with us today. So let me first briefly explain the concept of Go Solo. So Go Solo was a project that we came up with as it depicts the meaning of independence. So when I say independence, we can give so many meanings for it. But here I'm talking about the independence related to entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship is a wide concept and a very complex concept, but it still encourages the people to start their own business. We know that, next slide please. So we know that there are people with dreams of starting their own business. Some will go for it, but some are reluctant to go for it because their fear of competitions and their fear of challenges and the failures. So that means at here there is lack of support and lack of guidance and lack of motivation. So there should be someone else to encourage them and provide them the support. So with that only we started our unique project, Go Solo. Next slide. So with our entrepreneurship concept, we thought that we have to link social media platforms as well with our concept, because social media platform is the most easiest platform to start a business because a person doesn't require a huge capital as well as a physical location to start a business. So because of that, we link these social media platforms with the entrepreneurship concept. And another reason why we decided to use this concept was that this project was started at a period where most of the people lost their jobs due to COVID-19. So, and they suffered from financial difficulties. So we thought that from our project also we have to help such people and provide them the support and motivation and help them to achieve their dreams. So next slide. Next, I would like to talk about our leadership criteria. So Go Solo team was consisted with only 10 members, and as usual we thought that we should have leaders to plan out the activities and organize the activities and make decisions. So with that we decided to have 4 positions, that is the president, vice president, treasurer and secretary. And through a voting system only, we elected our members to these positions, and the members who got the highest number of votes were elected to these positions, and that is our leadership criteria. Next slide. Next, I would like to talk about our budget. So this is our actual budget. So we earned an income of 76,707, and we incurred an expense of 59,750, and with that we earned a surplus of 16,992, and we utilized this amount for our sustainability purposes. And grocery items, as you all can see, it is a part of our sustainability project, and for that we incurred a cost of 5,642, and finally we earned a surplus of 11,350, and we are planning to utilize that amount as well for our sustainability purposes. And next, I would like to call upon Shweta to continue the remaining slides. Shweta.
Thank you, Musna. Can we have the next slide, please? I'm Shweta Maheshwaran, the president of the Go Solo team. As stated previously, we have implemented 3 sub-projects to do our CSR activity. The very first sub-project that was put in place was our short film. Can we have the next slide, please? The short film was done to create the awareness of entrepreneurship, since most people don't know who an entrepreneur, what entrepreneurship is all about. So we wanted to spread an awareness of what entrepreneurship is really about. The Go Solo team thought of spreading this awareness through a visual medium, and that's why we chose a short film, because we believe that a visual approach is more effective, and it has the power to connect our emotions with our audience rather than just social media posts and verbal communications. So we kickstarted this project by spreading the awareness of entrepreneurship through this short film. We ensured that all the 10 members of the Go Solo team participated in this short film, and it took us approximately 3 to 4 days to shoot this film and about a week to complete this project, because we need to go to different locations, like we need to go to Peradeniya, Hantana, we went to Ceylon Tea Cabin, we even had a shoot at Imperial College Kandy. So with that we did this CSR project, and also during the implementation of the project, it was very interesting and very exciting, because every one of us took part in this project, everyone took part in this project, and we were able to execute our overall vision through this CSR project, that we want to generate new entrepreneurs to this society. Can we have the next slide, please? The next slide shows us certain pictures that we took during the implementation of this project. Moving on to the next slide, I would like to speak about our competition. I would say the competition was the only branch in our set of sub-projects that actually helped us to get to our ultimate goal, because through this competition we were able to identify, select and generate new entrepreneurs to this society. If I were to say, we had 2 stages in this competition. The very first stage was passion to play. We know that there are so many people out there who like to do their own business. They want to start something on their own, but they really don't take that initiative because maybe they have different reasons, financial problems, or their families don't support, or they don't have the guidance to do it. So we gave an invitation to such people to do what they are passionate in doing, take a video of it and send it to us. Successfully, we were able to get 10 participants who sent us such videos with amazing skills. And then our second stage was play to prize. So we evaluated each and every competitor individually, and we tried to choose the best, the most deserving, the best competitor. Even the management of Imperial College helped us in doing so. Finally, can we have the next slide, please? Finally, as you could see, we had three winners of this competition. You can even see the Instagram pages, so that is evident that today they are doing their own business, they are entrepreneurs in our society. Their business is growing day by day, and they are actually getting more orders from their family members, from their friends, relatives, and actually their business is improving. Next slide, please. We are also students and undergraduates of Imperial College Kandy. Therefore, even we wanted to have a cool chat and conversation with a real entrepreneur. So that is when we were directed towards Mr. Zaharan Yabdeen's business, and we went to see his place, his business in Bellwood. He is actually involved in doing organic products. Everything was organic from A to Z, everything was organic, and it was very interesting to see his business there. He is an entrepreneur, and he's told us how he implemented the project, how he implemented the business, what were the challenges that he faced, how he overcame them, who were his support, who actually supported him. So it was great insight, and we really got huge knowledge from having a cool conversation with Mr. Zahra. We did not keep that information to us, but we transferred it to our competitors as well, because our participant winners as well, because they are actually entrepreneurs in this society today. Therefore, they also might be going such situations. So as a help to them, we transfer such knowledge to the winners of our competition. Next slide, please. So next, I would like to call upon Muzna to explain about the challenges that we faced during the implementation of the project.
Thank you, Shweta. Next, I would like to talk about the challenges that we faced during our implementation plan. So we know that wherever we go, these challenges are really common. So during our implementation plan also, we faced some common challenges. The first one is the financial requirements. As this project was conducted virtually, it became a really hard task for us to find out the sponsorships to implement our sub-projects. But due to our hard efforts, we managed to find out the sponsorships that we want in order to implement our sub-projects. So finally, we found sponsorship from Champa Stores and from Aware Vision. So the next challenge is that finding an appropriate speaker to our webinar. So we know that these business leaders are really busy people, so we couldn't find out, we couldn't contact these business people in order to conduct our webinar. But somehow at last we got the support from the management of Imperial to find out the most appropriate speaker to our webinar, and that is how Mr. Dulit Thera participated in our webinar. So the next challenge was finding out the competitors for our competition. As this competition was conducted through Instagram, the interaction level is really low, but we didn't give up. We used aggressive promotions to attract the participants to our competition. So this is how we overcame our challenges. Next slide. So next I would like to talk about the extra activities that we did in addition to the sub-projects. We thought that we have to do a short video on our last Independence Day. So our whole team went to Huram grounds, and on there we took a short video by delivering a wish to our audience and followers, as well as a piece of encouragement message as well. At that we stated that if you have a dream to do something, you just have to go for it without never stepping back. So because you have the capability to do a difference and support our motherland Sri Lanka. So this became another great activity done by our team. Next slide. So next I would like to talk about the outcome and the results that we achieved. So we conducted a competition, and through that we selected 3 winners. And the first one and the second one, they didn't have a business, but after our competition we supported them to start their business through Instagram, and with that we provided them a continuous promotional support and the necessary guidance. And the third winner, we gave equipments as a prize, painting equipments as well as the guidance, for the growth of his business. So then after that, the next result was the short film, which was reached up to 615 views with 23 impressive comments. And the next webinar was conducted only via Zoom with 65 participants. Through the webinar, we got the opportunity to educate our audience regarding this entrepreneurship concept. So those were the achievements that we received during from our sub projects. So next, again, I would like to call upon Shweta to continue the remaining slides.
Thank you, Muzna. Can we have the next slide, please? I would like to say that we did not start this project for the mere purpose of the module. We do have a future for this project and we want to carry it in the upcoming days as well. So to name few sustainability projects that we did, so last month, in the month of November, our competition winner has to undergo a very unfortunate situation. So on behalf of our Go Solo team, we bought her dry rations, grocery items to help her and her family. We got to know she went an unfortunate situation because we have connections with her. We monitor whether they're actually doing their business well, whether they receive orders or they're facing any struggles. And next, we have plans to help an elderly entrepreneur who is actually known as Lili Kadesiya. So he is involved in doing wooden handcrafts, wooden birds, wooden statues, which he does it manually. So we want to help him buying certain tools and equipment that will actually help his business in growing and making and helping him produce products more fastly. Can we have the next slide, please? To tell about the learnings that we got from this project, I will say that each and every moment that we spent in this project was very valuable. We learned so many different things. To name few, I would say team spirit was very important to achieve success. We had only 10 members in our team, but we were able to implement and do such a great project because of our team spirit. Our team bond, our communications, our interaction was very high. We always had a learning culture. We learned from every step that we moved. We did not blame one another for the mistakes that we did, but we learned from it. So that was like a learning that we got from this. Next, we got to know that the society is full of skillful people. There are so many people who are passionate in doing something. They have very creative thinking, very innovative ideas, very creative thoughts, but they don't reveal themselves out to the outside world because of certain reasons as family problems, financial difficulties. So this learning is very important for us because in the upcoming days we will be able to generate even more new entrepreneurs to this society. And finally, as stated before, challenges are very common. We had to meet so much of challenges and obstacles and problems during this implementation of the project because there were so many challenges. But we did not step back, we did not give up, but we kept on moving, we kept on overcoming such challenges, and that is why today this project is a success. Next slide, please. You could see certain feedbacks that we got in the upcoming slides. Next slide, please. The upcoming slides. So these feedbacks are very motivating, they are very encouraging because only when we received these feedbacks, we were pushed to do even more greater projects. We were pushed to do even more greater projects. Next slide, please. So if you see, these are our team members. We have the first 4 people is our official committee, and then we have our team members. So every one of us gave their 100% contribution, and they actually gave their heart and soul to do this project and make it a success today. So I thank them for their support and for whatever they did in this project. Next slide, please. Finally, I take this opportunity to thank everyone who was part of us in this journey. I thank our parents, the directors of Imperial College, the management of Imperial College, our lecture panel, our well-wishers, sponsors, whoever was it. I thank you all so much for being a part of this project. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before you go, can you remain for a second? Because I'm stepping out of the agenda to ask you one single question. If you come, oh, okay, hold on. Right. So this is the question. what would be the biggest challenge that you faced during the project? To all our viewers joining us virtually, for them, if they are a newcomer to Imperial College and they are going to do the CSR or a fresher to Imperial College, to learn from you all, what was the biggest challenge that you faced?
There are so many challenges that we face, but I would like to say that this team bond is really compulsory, because without the team bond you can't do anything, you can't face challenges. So, but we managed to create that team bond within our team, so that's why we achieved our results.
Thank you very much. Wishing you all the very best. Team go solo, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, projects for the past 10 years or so at Imperial College of Business Studies is diversified, is different from one another. The experience the students gain is ample, and they apply it in the corporate world when they step out. Ladies and gentlemen, without taking much time of you, let me introduce team number 2, Oceania. Please welcome Oceania to present their project.
I would like to invite all of you been watching these Excellence Awards. So without wasting the time, I would like to dive into this. But before that, I just want to clarify what is CSR. Yeah, we all know CSR means corporate social responsibility. But the word stand social responsibility. It is not only for the human race. It stands for the entire world. So when it's come to the entire world, in the recent past, we human have partially forgotten to talk about the nature. If you want me to be specific, we forget to talk about the ocean. So while we are doing analysis regarding that, we were able to see in the last couple of years we are dumping many garbages into the ocean. So because of that, we were able to see many lost souls were lying around the world, and this made us to feel hurt as a nature lover. It made us to feel hurt, and we decided it's better to make an awareness program regarding this oceanic pollution. So to do that, we need a good platform to provide. So for that we used social media to do that, and we were able to do it in a successful manner. So since we are doing it in online or in social media, we should focus on a group of audience. So if you move on to the next slide. So if we move on to the next slide, we can see that we metaphorically we managed to focus on the entire world, since it's a universal issue. But in a short span of time, we can't target that kind of a audience. So we focused on the younger generation. So if you want to amend something on the future, you have to amend it from the youngsters. So we were able to focus them, because the Instagram it's something of a key to go into youngsters' life, because nowadays all are into the phones, so it's easy to reach them. So we were able to reach on that occasion. So when we move on, and to do this kind of a project, we did need a good budget and good plan implementation. To talk about budget, I would like to invite Janet.
Thank you, Adil, for that comprehensive introduction about our CSR project. So to start off with the summarized budget presentation, as you can see in the set of slides, we were able to obtain a surplus of 22,900. This will be donated to Sri Lanka Wildlife Conservation Society in the near future. Due to the current COVID situation in Sri Lanka right now, we are unable to donate this amount as planned. But we are hoping to donate this amount most probably in January next year. Another key component of this project was the t-shirt printing costs. I must say that we were able to print this t-shirt for a very cost-effective price tag of 900 rupees, and we were able to obtain a profit of 300 rupees per t-shirt. Apart from that, we also conducted an art competition which was very successful. The cost incurred by conducting this art competition were the expenses for 3 Oceana t-shirts, 3 Oceana mugs, and 4,950 rupees worth of gift hampers. Hope you got a clear idea about the overall budget of Team Oceana. So to continue with this presentation, let me introduce Adil once more. Adil.
Thank you, Janit, for that brief description about our budget. So, if we move on to the next slide, as I said earlier, we need a good implementation to our sub-projects. So, first of all, I would like to talk about our first sub-project, what we handed to our group members to create posters and awareness videos. So, they learned Photoshop and other editing tools in order to create these kind of posters and videos. So this kind of learning activity also, along with the CSR project we are giving to the society, we learned how to manage it. So with that, if you on this day also, if you can go to our Instagram page, you can see how effective and how it is made and how it can provide awareness towards creating awareness about oceanic pollution. So if we move on to our next sub-project, we did arrange an art competition. So since it's a social issue, so when the art competitions are key, because art has an ability to show, to give the message directly and indirectly to the minds of the people. So we decide, okay, it's the time we can go with on. So we went with an art competition, and it was successful even because we were able to gain more than 20 people participant to this competition, and there were different sorts of arts and different sorts of ideas there. So then if we move on to the next sub-project, printing t-shirts, as you can see we are wearing it today as well. So these t-shirts designed by us to create awareness and by doing this t-shirt, as my friend told you guys in the budget, he said like it's 300 profit we could have earned. But I would say we were able to get 300 kind of donation from each and everyone who bought this t-shirt. We made them to participate on a good cause such as like this. So we are doing it through SLWCS, who are now working on saving wildlife and the ocean creatures as well. So if we move on to the next one, the Oceana mugs, we delivered to most of the management people also. The mug has designed by us in a way to give awareness. So every time you see that mug, it gives you kind of awareness, yeah, we should protect this. So in that mug we have added that verse called, together we can protect the ocean. So that's the topic, that's what we should do. Together we can protect, together we can change every perspective. So that's why we have told there. And if we move on, the webinar, unfortunately, we tried to get Asha Devos, who is well known on this marine life side, but according to her time schedule, we were unable to get her. But from that, we could alternative SLWCS. They were good at that, and they came up with a team led by Ravi Korea. They did it from Canada to us, according to Sri Lankan time. We were able to convince them to do this, to give awareness to our people, to our youngsters, I would say, like to our youngsters, because our key goal to targeting the youngsters to get awareness about this oceanic pollution. And with that, we did an Instagram live with Anya Disaram, who is known as the nature hero of Sri Lanka. and it was quite successful. We went on live with her in Instagram. And if we move on to the next slide, we have added some pictures to show you that how we did. So the first two pictures are showing when we are launching this t-shirt, this particular t-shirt in Kandy Branch of Imperial. And if we move on, the next three pictures are showing you the art competition winners, first and second and third. And the next one, our mug, a picture of our mug and some poster of us. And the next slide, if we move on to the next slide, you can see some positive comments we got from the audience and the management and such as like that. And you can see our beloved Chandra ma'am is unpacking the t-shirts in Kandy Branch, Imperial. So we were able to deliver them, and there are some positive comments from a foreigner also. We have added that also. So while we are doing this kind of a project, yeah, we all know we are going to face challenges. So we faced in a good manner, and we were able to overcome that. So to talk about that, I invite my friend Janati.
Thank you, Adi. Now coming to the darker side of our endeavor, the challenges, the problems, and the Herculean task of coordinating this massive event fell on our shoulders, which I am thankful to say we were able to tackle smoothly by our team in spite of the constraints. Moving on to the challenges, managing social media accounts was one of them. So how did we overcome this challenge? So we were able to allocate social media sites to our respective members. So Adil here, he was managing the Instagram account and the TikTok account, and me myself managed the LinkedIn account and the TikTok account. So moving on to the next challenge, having less resources to conduct webinars. So this was also a very big challenge because of the COVID situation going on in the country. We were unable to contact a lot of organizations, and the organizations that we contacted were also reluctant to conduct a webinar with us. But thankfully, we were able to get SLWCS, and we conducted a webinar with them. It was a massive success. Moving on to the next challenge, the biggest challenge was really communicated. Due to the current situation, we were unable to have any physical activities and as peer gatherings. But with the help and motivation of our dear lecturer in charge, Ms. Chaturi, and our team, we were able to overcome this as well. So finally, as a member of our team, while endorsing the ideas and facts presented by my colleague Adil, we sincerely hope that you understood the gravity of our plight in this modern age, the warfare against the plunder of our oceans, brought up by human activities, especially from countries like US. For example, the Great Garbage Patch in Pacific covers more than 1.6 million square kilometers of our oceans, the birthplace of life itself. So as responsible citizens, let's make this a war cry to the society at large and preserve our oceans for future generations. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you very much. I have a question to you as well. So, from the central hills to the ocean, what made you to choose beaches?
I would say like when you are a nature lover, you always seek to look after the nature. So humans have the responsibility to look after nature. So while we were doing analysis regarding nature, we were able to find that the oceans are getting worse, the situation of the ocean getting worse, and because as my friend also said, the garbage patch in America, and those are kind of giving some side effects to the living creatures who are living there.
Thank you very much. With that, what is your final message to the next generation of Imperial College of Business Studies?
Save ocean to have better future.
Thank you very much. That was Team Oceania. Ladies and gentlemen, next I would like to call upon Team Care Today, Cure Tomorrow. Please welcome Team Care Today, Cure Tomorrow.
Everyone, I'm Danvali Silva from Year 2 Semester 2, here to represent our CSR project, CDCD work. So, if I can get the first slide now. I would like to welcome the management of the Imperial, the panel of judges and the panel of lecturers, and also all the colleagues who are present here today in this ceremony. So let me give you a brief introduction to our CSR project. So it was a total virtual CSR project which was held virtually to raise awareness among the people about the problems in the community and the environment. So if I can get the next slide, please. Our whole project was divided into 4 parts with 4 topics, and also our badge was divided into 4 parts and 4 groups. So those topics were life without air, life on land, life without water, to depict the problems related to the environment, and also reduce inequalities to depict the problems related to the community. So, if I can get the next slide, please. Our objectives were very simple. We wanted to spread awareness among the people in the society to show what are the harms and the problems that we cause without and with our acknowledgement in the environment. Also, we wanted to maintain and create social media platforms to reach our viewers and the societies in the society. So also we wanted to spread awareness and highlight the facts what causes indifferences and inequalities in the society, and also some ways to avoid almost everything about that causes inequality in the society. Also, we had an ulterior motive because we were doing the CSR project in the COVID-19 pandemic period. So we wanted people to know what really is this COVID, and because as it was the beginning of the COVID period, people weren't aware of the real COVID-19, what is it, and things and so on. So we wanted people to know what is really it is and how can they act according to the situation. So if I can go to the next slide, you can see our logo. Each and everything that contains in this logo depicts a meaning. So this logo itself was created by our batchmates, and all the things that included in the logo depicts the interaction between the environment and the human race. If I can go to the next slide, please. You can see our committee. According to the majority of the votings, we had 5 candidates for the committee of our CSR project. So as you can see, we had Tilan Samadivakara as the president, and Kalpani Vijaysekara as the vice president, and Dhanvali Silva, who is myself, as the secretary, Shashika Ratnaik as the vice secretary, and Chandu Abesekara as the treasurer. So if I can move to the next slide, you can see our target audience. So the main group that we target in our CSR project was the people between 15 to 30 years old, because they are the people who can make an impact in the society even by the act, by the just in the present itself. So other than that, also we focused every person in the community who uses social media platforms to get information and to get connected. In the next slide, of course, when we are doing the CSR, we needed some resource requirements. So we had 2 types of resource requirement: financial and also non-financial resource requirements. So when it comes to non-financial resource requirements, of course we needed resource people. We need the help of an expertise in the field to help us with continuation of the webinars and so on. And also we need the fullest effort of each member in our team and our batch team contribution. And also we needed some platforms to get connected to the people outside. And in the next slide, you can see financial resources. So as we were unable to raise any funds within ourselves as we were on the COVID-19 period, we decided to create the member contribution, and we decided to depend on the member contribution itself. So we collected 500 from each member in our batch, and we got a total of 13,500 as you can see, and that's how we spent the total amount, and we had a surplus of 2,995, which with the majority of liking, we distributed it among the visible poor people in the Kandy town. In the next slide, as the first step in this CSR project, we created 2 virtual platforms in Instagram and Facebook. And also, in the next slide, when it comes to the project implementation, as I told you in the beginning, our CSR project was mainly divided into 4 parts and including 4 topics itself. So our week 1 was the topic 1, which is reducing inequality. So the main purpose of this topic and the week was to show the society how inequality and indifference are spread in the society, and also without our knowledge how we make another person feel unequal and so on. So we wanted to highlight the fact, and we ended up the whole week with showing the actions that we can take to avoid these type of situations which we can make another person unequal. And also they ended this week with a quiz to make things interesting, and if you can go to our social media platforms, you can see all the results of the quizzes and the winners. In the next slide, the week 2, we started with life without air. So the main fact that we wanted to highlight here was what would have happened if we didn't have air, or if we had a scarcity of air in this country, which is already a problem in other countries. So we started the week with showing the importance of air and how the air is being polluted in this country without our knowledge, and also some people pollute air also knowing that they are doing it. So we showed health issues that caused due to this air pollution, and also they ended up the week with showing how this air can be protected and how can we regrow these sources to get breathable air for us. So if we move to the next slide, the week was named as Life on Land, which we started to show. The main thing that we wanted to show through this week was to show how helpless the animal world is compared to the human race. When it comes to their basic needs, when it comes to their communication and so on, they are really helpless, and we are a civilized animal race when we compare to the other animals. So we want to highlight that fact, and also we ended up the week with showing how we can overcome this situation, and how can we help animals, and how to protect trees and so on. Also they had a competition on planting trees. If you go to our social media platforms, you can see there's a video which is created on planting trees on competition. So if you move to the next slide, which is the last week, Life Without Water, we started this week with an act called Every Single Drop Counts. So the main things that we want to highlight through this week was how to save water, and what is the importance of water, and how small is the amount of consumable water in the earth are there. So also our batchmates who are in the area of Nuwara area and Coronarua conducted a resource cleaning program around their area, and also they ended the week with how we can prevent waste of water pollution. And if we move to the next slide, you can see the challenges we faced, of course. This project itself was a challenge for us as it was being virtual for us. So we were a batch which started our education in this institute online. So we didn't get to meet each other at all, we didn't know each other, so there were so many communication problems in our batch itself. And when it comes to planning stuff, this project being virtual itself was a challenge for us. So of course we had difficulties with raising funds. So as I told you before, we couldn't raise funds as we are not able to do any physical activities and so on, and need of necessary knowledge to do the work. Of course, so if you go to our social media platforms, you can see there are so many videos, so many posts edited and created. But all of these posts and videos were created by each and every member of our batch itself. We didn't get any help from outside world. So we weren't professional editors or professional post editors or video editors or photographers. No, we were just students who was following up a commerce side degree. So it was itself a challenge for us. So also we had difficulty to conduct the webinars on time. We had 3 webinars in line. One which depicts everything related to the environment, and one on community, and also another one to show the health issues that can be seen in the pandemic period. So we couldn't conduct 2 because we had to cancel 2 of them because of the toughness of the resource person's schedule as well. So we conducted 1 out of 3, which was a success. So if I can go to the next slide, you can see how we overcame these challenges. So we hosted social media pages. So we weren't allowed to go physically to the community and show what we are doing and to influence people of what we are doing. So we hosted social media pages in Instagram and WhatsApp, as I told you before. And we created more WhatsApp groups, of course, to communicate within the batch and to plan things. We had so many WhatsApp groups. We had separate WhatsApp groups for each and every category. We had 4 categories, 4 topics. So each and every category, we had a separate WhatsApp group. Also, as I told you, we had so many problems when it comes to raising funds. So we planned on a small budget which we can raise in ourselves. So also we held meetings every weekend so we can monitor everyone's work closely and we can get done the work quickly. So if we can move to the next slide, results we obtained through our social media platforms. And also if you can move to the next slide, please. You can see our project itself was a success. We were able to reach areas other than Kandy in Sri Lanka. Also, you can see we had almost 600 followers in our Instagram page and more than 400 likes in our Facebook account. And also, if you look into the right side of your slide, you can see we have reached countries other than just Sri Lanka, like Australia, New Zealand, and United States of America, because we receive feedback from people in that country. So if you move to the next slide, you can see some lovely feedback and lovely comments that we received from the people who engaged within our posts and pages and etc. Also, if we move to the next slide, there are so many things that we learned through this project. So basically things related to the environment. So normally with the busy lives that we have, we will not be able to go and research and see what's happening in there. So because of this project, we were able to go and see what's really happening and what are the problems that we are causing to the environment. And also due to the researches we did, we were able to see how can we protect and avoid the facts that destroy the environment. And also, we had the opportunity to get to know how we spread inequality and indifferences within the community. So we were able to get the awareness through that too. So communication and time management, which was the key factor of our CSR project. Communication was very important through the batch, and also time management. As I told you, we had only 20 days to complete our CSR project, the awareness program. So time management was really important. So, and also moving on to the next one, team spirit and leadership skills, which was really important to get this project itself a success. So when it comes to leadership, when I consider other than just the committee, we had leaders within the batchmates other than the CSR committee. So I think every person in the batch learned to obey someone and also to obey someone else. So as I told you, social media and creation of animated videos and voice dubbing. As I told you, we weren't officials or in those sites, but we had to go through YouTube tutorials, or we had to ask from someone who knows about the knowledge, and we got to know, and we did the work, and we got the work done. So there are so many learning outcomes from this project. So this project itself is a success because we learned so many things through this CSR. So if you move to the next slide. I would like to thank everyone for giving us this opportunity to perform in this momentary moment. And also I would like to give special thanks to our Miss Chaturi, who was in charge of our CSR project, and also Miss Tini and everyone. I would like to thank everyone who has helped us to make this project itself a success. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That was Team Care Today, Cure Tomorrow. So your final message to the next generation of Imperial College with regards to CSR, how?
So I would like to say you should protect the environment, of course, when it regard to CSR project, and also the younger generations of Imperial. Of course, I would like to say CSR is something fun, so enjoy when you are doing it. So don't take it as like a burden. Just do it. So you can have fun with it. You can get together with everyone. So that is my message.
Thank you very much. That's Team Care Today, Cure Tomorrow. If you're joining us now on YouTube, you're watching the Excellence Awards for the year 2021, proudly presented to you by Imperial College of Business Studies, Kandy Branch. And also, a portion of the marks will be added into by the panel of judges, will be taken into consideration for the most popular team on social media today. So if you could use the hashtag of the name of the team that you support with the hashtag and make posts. Also, you can drop a comment below mentioning the team that you support in order to make them be the CSR project for the year 2021. Your contribution will also matter. So ladies and gentlemen, without taking much time, let me introduce team number 4, Make a Fair World. Please welcome Make a Fair World.
First slide will do. And I'm Lakshmi Krishnan.
And on behalf of our team, we proudly present Make a Fair World, the first ever CSR project at ICDS to spread awareness about anti-corruption in all new and unique ways. So hope you would join with us to get to know the journey that we have come so far with our project, Make a Fair World.
Next slide. So, you must be wondering why we chose anti-corruption as our theme. As you can see from the statistics shown, one of the topmost problems faced by everyone around the world today is corruption.
And what do you think hinders the development of a country? Why do you think people with the right qualifications are left out, whereas people unsuitable are in high positions? Why do you think there is so much of injustice happening in society nowadays?
The root cause for all of these problems is corruption. Next slide. So, for the purpose of our project, we decided to focus on 3 sectors where corruption occurs most. And these are the education sector, corporate sector, and the cyber world. Next slide.
In order to address all of these problems, we grouped together as Team Synergy and brought forward our project, Make a Fair World. And as you can see from our logo, the blue phoenix and Lady Justice represents the need to bring a strong transformation in order to bring justice to the world. And when a person does corrupt work, people might think if it's okay for me to do, I also can do it. But our tagline, break the chain, be the change, tells you to bring a stop to it. Next slide.
Our long-term objective is to make the world free from corruption as shown by our vision statement. And in order to achieve our mission as per the mission statement, next slide, we came up with a set of short-term objectives as you can see here. Next slide.
In order to succeed as a team, we need the support of everyone within the team. Therefore, we introduced a voting system to appoint our committee officials. And as you can see, the respective members were appointed. Next slide. The Gantt chart here shows the timeline for the initial creation and launching of our project. The red bar represents our planned performance, whereas the blue bar represents the actual performance. And as you can see, we were able to complete all tasks on time without any deviations. Next slide.
Like any other project, we too needed financial resources to make our awareness program a success. And as you can see, as of now, we have achieved a surplus of 12,623 rupees, which we'll be using for our future projects. Next slide. And now, we have come to the most awaited moment of our presentation, where we will have a deep look at all of our sub-projects. And before we start, I would like to emphasize that most of our sub-projects are very unique ones, which you would not have seen in any CSR projects conducted before at ICBS. Next slide.
Yes. So first and foremost, we would like to share with you the success of our sub-project, the Inter-School Virtual Debate Competition, the Battle Against Corruption. So we got the senior debate teams from Gateway College Kandy, Gunchip Convent Kandy, and Girls High School Kandy competing against each other for the Battle Against Corruption trophy. And we decided to target the younger generation because it is them who will be taking the responsibilities of the society in the near future.
So, Your Honor, someone asked me, how do you think a debate competition would help to create awareness about corruption?
Yes, I think that might be a question most of you will have. So the debate topics given to them highlight several reasons for corruption. And each team had to argue which factor contributed more towards corruption. And thereby we had 2 rounds for our debate, and from the final round we got Gunchip Convent Kandy as our winners. And also we would like to thank Mr. Siddharth Gajanayaka, Mr. Udita Devapriya, Mr. Praveen Rajaratnam, and Mr. Sukunja Singha for joining this event as the panel of judges. And also we would like to thank Ms. Sherin Rajapriya and Mr. Pasin Deshan for the immense support they gave us to make this event a very successful one with 140 participants joining with us live through Zoom. And also, I'm happy to tell that we have the winners of our competition here with us today to be awarded at the Excellence Awards.
And yes, today, along with the trophies and certificates, we'll also be handing out our Make a Fair World comic books so that our message reaches not only the
participants of the debate competition, but also many more students from their schools.
And now you must be wondering what this comic book is all about. You will get to know about it soon. Next slide. So this shows the Gantt chart for our debate, and once again we were able to complete all tasks as planned. And now you can get to know about the comic. Next slide.
For sure. But before that, I have a question. Now, how many of you all like powerful messages which are entertaining at the same time?
I guess most of us do.
Yes, so keeping that in mind, we came up with the idea of doing comics. We created a comic which highlighted the importance of preventing corruption in the education and corporate sectors by taking you through the life story of two young boys, Alan and Jack, from their childhood to their adult stage, where they encounter corruption such as bribery, influence peddling, and favoritism. The story shows how much corruption can damage one's life, and also how a person can come out of corruption and the happiness they experience thereafter. All the pictures you see here were from our comic book, which were hand-drawn by our members from Team Synergy. Next slide. What you can see here is the Gantt chart for the comic books, creation of comics, and you can see a slight deviation for the creation of organized posters, but other than that, everything else has gone according to plan. Next slide.
So our next sub-project was a webinar about cybercrime and cyber fraud conducted by Mr. Dilan Valkampaya, an IT security professional and digitalization technology and industry consultant. Many participants found this very useful as he taught us how to protect ourselves from the corrupt activities that people do online. Next slide. And once again, you can see that we were able to complete this sub-project as well without any delays. Next slide.
Yes, so our next sub-project was an anti video. Well, initially we had planned to do a short film, but due to the COVID-19 situation and the lockdowns, we had to switch to a backup plan, which was the narrative video. Now this video portrays the story of an innocent family who lose everything in their lives due to the corrupt acts of people in society. The plot of the story were written by our members, and the characters you see here were also played by our members, including the dubbing. However, we had to get some help from 10X Studios to edit the video. Next slide. So this is the Gantt chart for the short film, but then we switched to a backup plan narrative video. Next slide. So this is the Gantt chart for the narrative video, and the deviations you see here happened because we had to retake some of the pictures for the video in order to improve the quality. Next slide.
Yes. So music is known as a universal language. So if you listen to a nice song, you might look up for the lyrics and you will remember the message given through the song for a long time. And if you are a good singer, you might even sing it in front of others. Therefore, as our final sub-project, we decided to have the song Dawn of Justice, written and sung in 3 languages, English, Sinhala and Tamil, by our members. However, we had to get some external help, and we are really thankful to Mr. Tisal Borogoda, who wrote and sang the English rap part of our song, and also to Ms. Amasha Irun Bandara and Mr. Naveen Dasa, who also sang part of our song. And we are also thankful to our senior at ICBS, Mr. Hasil Vijayaratna, who composed the music of our song. Next slide. And once again, you can see that we were initially able to complete all tasks on time. But however, there are certain deviations due to the busy schedules of the people who helped us. But however, with their help, we were able to complete this project successfully as well. Next slide. So we don't grow when things are easy. We grow when we face challenges. Therefore, the first challenge that we faced was during our debate competition. Where 4 schools were supposed to participate, but unfortunately, 1 school was unable to make it at the last moment.
We overcame this problem when we, after much thought and discussion, decided to give a walkover for the opposing team.
Another problem that we faced was halfway through the project, our Angel's computer display crashed. And this had a huge impact because our project was 100% online.
However, we did not give up, neither did we complain. Instead, our members started self-learning on how to edit and make posters, and we overcame this problem together as a team. At this point, we understood how important it was to keep calm and tackle the situation while getting that team spirit that you need to succeed.
Another difficulty was to find an editor for our narrative video within our budget over a short period of time.
We overcame this problem by connecting with people and through them getting to know about TEDx studios who then helped us to edit the video. At this point, we understood how important it was to have people networks.
However, by working together in unity, we were able to overcome all challenges. Next slide.
What you see here is the reach of our project on Instagram, and we are happy to tell you that our project Make a Fair World reached people outside of Sri Lanka in countries like India, Australia, Japan and Maldives. Next slide. And what you can see here is the reach of our project on Facebook, and here again we are happy to tell you that the debate competition and webinar videos we posted on social media had hundreds of views. Next slide. What you see here are some of the many positive feedbacks we received from participants and also people who were with us throughout this project. All of these comments show that our concept of making a fair world had a positive impact on many.
With that, we are reaching the end of our presentation, but not the end of our project, as we will be taking this forward by organizing debate competitions annually, and also if the situation turns out to be better, we might do our short film as well. And also there are many things that we learned through our CSR project, such as how much we can achieve by working together in unity and how to work together as a team, and also it helped us to improve our organizational and communication skills. And also through this anti-corruption theme, we learned how much of a damage that corruption is doing to a country, to the society, and how it can even destroy the life of an individual. Therefore, we understood the measures that we need to take to prevent corruption happening at our workplace or in our lives, and how to protect ourselves from such corrupt activities, and thus being just and fair citizens. With that, we will be ending our presentation by sharing with you a few video clips of the projects that we have done so far with our song Dawn of Justice as the background music. So hope you would enjoy, and remember our message to be anti-corrupt people. Thank you everyone. Last slide, please.
Break the chain, be the change.
Make a fair world that completes all four teams performing today, or rather doing their presentation to our valued panel of judges, which consists the Director, Academics, Imperial College of Business Studies, Mr. Praveen Rajaratnam, Director Operations, Imperial College of Business Studies, Mr. Shanmugam Sivabhaskaran, along with a panel of lecturers, ladies and gentlemen. So, letting the panel of judges do the honors, we are moving on to our next category. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the next category. Ladies and gentlemen, Honor Roll Awards for the year 2021. I would like to call upon Mr. Parveen Rajaratnam, Director Academics, Imperial College of Business Studies, Sri Lanka, and to accompany him, Ms. Sherin Rajapriya, General Manager, Imperial College of Business Studies, Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, Honor Roll Awards are for the batch toppers who has performed exceptionally well even during this pandemic. Indeed, the best out of the best are being awarded today. So ladies and gentlemen, without taking much time, let's look at the winners. September 2021. Before we go to the awards, I think we'll have to go through this video. Honor Roll Awards, ladies and gentlemen, September 2021. Year 1, Semester 1. Karuna Hare Krushen Dahamsi. Year 1, Semester 2. Shenali Kavisha Kapukotua. Year 2, Semester 1, Hakini Shashikala Manushan. Year 2, Semester 2, Fatima Jazila Muhammad Rousdi. Year 3, Semester 1, Sakuni Gunasekar. Year 3, Semester 2, Amani Hawas. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the video of the winners of March 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Awards 2021. I would like to call upon Director Operations, Imperial College of Business Studies, Sri Lanka, Mr. Shanmugam Sivabhaskaran, to be accompanied by Ms. Sherin Rajapriya, General Manager, Imperial College of Business Studies, Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners are Year 1, Semester 1, Chandira Kavisha Bandar Alepol. Year 1, Semester 2, Karuna Hari Krishanda Hamsi. Year 2, Semester 1, Chamindu Roshan Abesekar. Year 2, Semester 2, Hakini Shashikala Manushani. Year 3, Semester 1, Fatima Asma Muhammad Jazir. Year 3, Semester 2, Abdul Dilshad. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. The next category is Dazzle Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, Imperial College of Business Studies, focusing on the students, who are a part of Imperial College of Business Studies identifying their talents. This time, they've taken a step ahead, going to the school level, identifying talents from the school level, and it's time to reward them here today for their devotion, dedication, and desire. Ladies and gentlemen, Dazzle Awards for the year 2021. Under Dazzle Awards, we had Cantate, a singing competition organized for the general public and for students who are a part of Imperial College of Business Studies. And here we are to award the winners of Cantate 2020. To give away the awards, I would like to cordially invite Director Academics, Imperial College of Business Studies, Sri Lanka, Mr. Praveen Rajaratnam, and to accompany Mr. Praveen, I would like to call upon Lecturer of Imperial College of Business Studies, Sri Lanka, Ms. Thilini Devi. Cantate 2021, ladies and gentlemen, solo winner, Jayamal Narampanav. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Praveen. I would like to request Ms. Thilini to remain, and I would like to call upon Mr. Shanmugam Sivabhaskaran, Director, Operations, Imperial College of Business Studies, Sri Lanka, to award the group winner. Ladies and gentlemen, the group winners are Savani Ratnavira, Yashoda Wanigama, Pabashi Machagama, Geesha Machagama. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, madam. Ladies and gentlemen, and now let's take a look at their performances at Cantate 2021, the solo and the group performance.
pulled you closer to my chest. Ooh, and it's asked to stay over. I said I already told her. I think that you should get some rest. I know I love you, but you never know. 'Cause I played it cool and I was scared of letting go. I know I needed you, I never showed. I wanna stay with you until we break old. 'Cause I don't wanna let go. 'Cause I don't wanna let go. I wanna live with you, even when we're close. 'Cause you're always there for me when I need you most. I'm gonna let you do my last give out. I promise you that we're not in our lives. So I wrote this song for you now. Everybody knows that it's just you and me till we break old. 'Cause I don't wanna let go. 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 Sinen buwan na manuwe, magigibigay ang lakari. Pagkipiraman sila, kinuha ka bewe. Namang sila, kinuha ka bewe. Natuman ang uwe, sinabure.
Tate 2021. Those were the finalists and the winners, ladies and gentlemen, of the solo category and the group category. Moving on, not only that, we also did a debate competition identifying talents in the top schools in Central Province. So here are the winners. We are going to award them for their tremendous contribution towards the finale. And it was a hard-fought battle between Kandy Girls High School and Good Shepherd Convent, Kandy. Ladies and gentlemen, and the winners are... Before we go to the winner, ladies and gentlemen, we will have to identify the best speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, the best speaker of the grand finale is Dinelli Mendes. I would like to call upon Mr. Shanmugam Sivabaskaran and Ms. Felini David to award the best speaker. Best speaker, ladies and gentlemen, of the debate competition organized by Imperial College of Business Studies Give it up to Dinelli Mendes, ladies and gentlemen. And the finals was between Kandy Girls High School and Good Shepherd Convent, Kandy. And the winners are Good Shepherd Convent, Kandy, ladies and gentlemen. Can we have the whole team to come in front to receive your trophy? We'll wait for Dinelli as well for the picture. Winners of the debate competition organized by Imperial College of Business Studies, Kandy Branch for the year 2021, ladies and gentlemen, Good Shepherd Convent, Kandy. Thank you very much to the presentation party and to the schools. Congratulations on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to our next category. Imperial College of Business Studies, Colombo Branch and Kandy Branch organized a digital scholarship. During the pandemic, we had most of the students working from home and doing their studies from home. So Imperial College of Business Studies created a platform to the next generation to perform, to showcase their talents, to win a digital scholarship for the first time in the island. So we are going to identify, we are going to reward them to do a BA Honors degree in International Business and Finance. So the winners are as follows. I would like to call upon the Director Academics, Imperial College of Business Studies, Sri Lanka, Mr. Pravin Rajaratnam, and Director Operations, Imperial College of Business Studies, Sri Lanka, Mr. Shanmugam Sivabhaskaran, to award the winners of the digital scholarship to do a honors degree in International Business and Finance. Ladies and gentlemen, digital scholarship winners, Afra Akbar. Congratulations, Afra, and welcome to Imperial College of Business Studies. Viera Hartrika. Congratulations, Viera, and welcome to Imperial College of Business Studies. Fazal Mohammed. Shahid Khalil. Lashen Chamat Kodikar. Fatima Fazeha Fauza. Congratulations to the winners and thank you very much to the presentation party. Category number 4, Student of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, identifying the best talent, the overall best performer from Imperial College of Business Studies. Kandy Branch, we've been waiting for this moment. The students were assessed not only with their average marks scored in their degree programs, but the marks were calculated based on their overall performance to the student council and also with sports and extracurricular activities. It's time to take a look at the nominees. Ladies and gentlemen, Student of the Year for the year 2021. And the nominees are Student of the Year for the year 2021. Apart from the judges' final decision, we have a poll to be launched. The poll happens, we will have 4 contestants first. On your YouTube comments section, the poll will be launched in a bit. It will happen 2 times. You'll be having 4 contestants first. Altogether we have 8 nominees, as you saw. 4 contestants first, and then we'll have another 4 contestants. So the highest scorer of those 2 will be taken into a final poll, and the winner will be selected, and the judges' result will be the final. Ladies and gentlemen, the poll begins now. And poll number 2 starts now. Call your friends, ask them to come through the YouTube link, which is on all our social media platforms, and to vote for your favorite, who really deserves this award as to be the Student of the Year for the year 2021. Excellence Awards 2021, category number 4, Student of the Year. Most awaited, most anticipated category for the year 2021, Student of the Year. Invite your friends to cast their vote as well to the most deserving personality. 5 seconds to go, and ladies and gentlemen, the poll will end. Student of the Year poll ends now. Counter. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are to see the CSR Project of the Year, to be awarded by the Director Academics, Director Operations, Imperial College of Business Studies, Sri Lanka, Mr. Shanmugam Sivabhaskaran, and to be accompanied by Ms. Telini David. Ladies and gentlemen, CSR Award for the year 2021. It is not at all an easy task to put all of these together. Their devotion, dedication, and their hard work is to be paid off today. Let's take a look at the winners. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the CSR Award for the year 2021 is Make a Fair World. We would like to have the entire team in front. Congratulations to the team Make a Fair World. Winner of the CSR category, CSR Award for the year 2021. To be awarded by the Director Operations, Imperial College of Business Studies, Sri Lanka, Mr. Shanmugam Sivabhaskaran. Team Make a Fair World, we would like to have the entire team to receive the award. Please come in. Take a picture. Congratulations to the team Make a Fair World. Thank you very much to the presentation party. And ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end with the final award of Excellence Awards for the year 2021. Student of the Year for the year 2021. I would like to call upon the Director Academics, Imperial College of Business Studies, Sri Lanka, Mr. Praveen Rajaratnam, to be accompanied by Ms. Sherin Rajapriya, General Manager, Imperial College of Business Studies, Sri Lanka. College of Business Studies is known in Sri Lanka for creating leaders, not only with academics, but a student who is capable, who is good in his overall performance. You will have seen throughout the program how the diversified events that take place throughout an year, even during the pandemic, taking scholarships to digital platforms, making students engage. Though they cannot make it physically, we create platforms to get them engaged virtually. So students always call this their second home. Here we are to identify the winner of the award, Student of the Year, ladies and gentlemen. And the winner is Yohani Rategedera. Ladies and gentlemen, Student of the Year for the year 2021, Yohani Rategedera. Congratulations to you, Yohani. Thank you very much to the presentation part. I would like to call upon Yohani to share a few words with our audience joining us physically and virtually. Over to you, Yohani.
So I'm really honored to get this award today. And I would like to thank Imperial College and also to everyone who voted for me. And also I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the lecturers who have taught me so far, because without them I wouldn't have been here today. And also I would like to specially thank Ms. Tirini David, my lecturer in charge for the CSR, as well as the student council, as she has been a great support to all of us and has created the pathways to many opportunities. And yeah, thank you everyone.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to Yohani Rategedera for being the Student of the Year of Imperial College of Business Studies for the year 2021. And that marks the end of Excellence Awards for the year 2021. Thank you very much for joining virtually and physically in order to make this event a success and a reality. Hope to see you next year with Excellence Awards for the year 2022. With that, I would like to wish you all Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year for 2022. Take care and stay safe.